Hello, welcome to the Cubex MedBank Tower Quick Guide. This training video reviews how to add a user and fingerprint ID, issue medications, issue controlled substances, retrieve and return the cabinet key, and finally, adding a temporary profile for a new admin.
Okay, so the first step is to enroll your fingerprint into the machine so that you can access it with your fingerprint. So enter your user ID that was given to you. Click Admin, Software Options, Fingerprint Enrollment, search for your first name, click on your name, and now you'll see it's requesting 3 fingerprint samples. Scan your finger on the fingerprint reader to fill all 3 boxes. You can now change your PIN to a new PIN. Has to be a 4-digit code by entering those numbers down here where it says new password and confirm password. Once you enter those, click change PIN and you're enrolled. Now you can hit exit and use your fingerprint to log into the machine. Once you log into the machine, you can now issue meds to patients. So we're going to use our test patient, SpongeBob SquarePants, by starting to type his name up in the top. So I just click here and type in his name. It narrows it down and shows him there. I'm going to click SpongeBob SquarePants to make it blue and hit the blue issue button. You can see he has 2 medications on his profile. We're going to take 3 medications out for him today. So the first thing we need is morphine injection. So we're going to click where it says the word morphine so that this box right there is checked. Then we're going to click where it says diphenhydramine, and you can see that there's an issue. It says issue amount cannot be 0. Please correct the issue amount. That means that there's a 0 right here for my requested quantity. If that ever happens, I just have to click on the 0 and change it to how many tablets I need. Now he needs insulin, which is not showing on the profile. So I'm going to click add item and look for the insulin. This is a very large list of medications. So I'm going to use the search bar right here to narrow it down by starting to type the drug. So there's my test insulin right there. So I'm going to touch the item I want to make it turn blue and hit the blue next button. I'm going to tell it how many syringes I want to take out and hit next. Now you can see that since I pulled something that is not located in the drawers, it's located in one of the remote cabinets, the test key has popped up. The keys are linked with the items that are in the cabinet. Tabs, caps, and controlled substances are inside the drawers, and non-controlled substances like injections, IVs, bulk items, that's in the cabinet. Anything refrigerated is in the refrigerator. So since the key is here, now we press test key so that that's selected, and so we can get our med out of the refrigerator, and we hit issue items. The first thing it's going to do is open and give us our key, which we're going to hold on to. We're going to close it, close the drawer, and hit next. Now it's asking for a validation code. All controlled substances require a validation code from the pharmacy and also a second nurse as your witness. So we'll put in our validation code that we received from the pharmacy for the medication. And it should ask for a witness as well. It's going to pop open, and it's asking us to count how many are in there when the bin is opened. You can see I have 1. So I'll put in a 1 and hit next. If the count that you found is different than what the machine thinks should be there, it will say count different, are you sure? That's your second chance to go ahead and count it just in case you miscounted it. So you can hit retry to open it back up so we can count it again. We do know that there's 1. So we're going to take our 1, we're going to tell it that there's 1, and go ahead and hit next. Count different, are we sure? We're sure, hit next. It's okay if the count is different. That means the person before you may have entered an incorrect count, And all it does is it'll still let you take the medication, but it will send a message to the administration that somebody just needs to come and check on it. All right, and so we'll go ahead and hit next. And our regular medication opens up, our diphenhydramine. So we'll grab our one pill that we need, close it, and hit next. Now it's telling us our remote item is located in the refrigerator. So we'll take our refrigerated key, go over to the refrigerator, and take out our medication that we need. We'll hit next. All right, so we've issued all of our items that we needed for SpongeBob. Now we need to put our key back. So all we need to do is hit return item. You can see the key is up there ready to be returned. We'll click on the key, hit select item, tell it we're returning one key, and hit next, and hit return items now. The drawer will pop open and let us put our keys back in. If you have a new patient that is not located on the cabinet yet because the patient just came in, you can pull medications for that patient. All you need to do is hit add patient, put in first name test, last name test, a date of birth, and male or female. Then we're going to hit issue, and we've now created a test profile or a temporary profile for this patient. We can hit add item and just start to add the items that we need for the patient. So we'll hit add item and we'll search for metoprolol and tell it how many tablets we want and hit next. And we can keep going and get as many medications as we need. Once you have your list of medications that you need built, you can hit issue, and just like we just did with that transaction, the machine is going to go and order one after another, and just keep opening the drawer so you can pull the whole admission. All right. Always remember that when you're finished to hit the exit in the upper right corner.